846, 14 before 9, Tommy Tucker, WWL. And we're going to talk to the senior senator from Louisiana. And the only thing I'll say is that this gentleman has always carried himself with the class and dignity befitting a U.S. senator. He is a physician. He is a senator. Anything else you got going there, Bill? Husband, father?
Hey, how are you, John?
Good. Husband, father. What else you got on your sheet?
A grandfather, man.
Grandfather. There you go. So a lot of people have accused news organizations of overusing the breaking news thing, you know. And I got to tell you, the fact that Nancy Pelosi is calling for the impeachment of the president, I don't know where the surprise is on that. Maybe I'm missing something.
You know, there is no surprise, but I kind of like it. You know, the way she gets out there and her face kind of droops and she says, I'm sorry,
hang on.
It was great.
You're not talking about age, right?
I'm not talking about age.
All right, you're talking about facial expression, emotions. I got you, okay.
She looks so sad when you know they've been focus grouping what words to use. They were using quid pro quo, now they're using bribery. And you know that she was coached and they videoed her to make sure that she had the right demeanor so that people thought that this was not something they were doing for political purposes, but it's with great sadness. You know, there's such a kind of sort of give me a break about it that I'm just like, it's hard to keep a straight face as she's getting up there acting like she's sad about it.
Let me take a second here because I want to drill down on it a little bit, Senator. When it comes to hearings like that, are lines handed down? Does everybody have, and it's on both sides, so the same ground is not covered over and over again, although I guess you can make a case that it is, just in a different way. Do people get together, do senators get together of either party and say, look, I'm going to talk about this, you talk about that, you bring this up, et cetera?
So we had a lunch yesterday in which just Republican senators, in which we had somebody from the White House come and talk to us about it. And I've kept my head down. Tommy, if I get so distracted by impeachment, I don't do my job. And so it'll come to us. Looks like in January they released our schedule, and it starts February 1. And they said, well, because January, you may be here from Monday through Saturday, 12:30 to 6 every day. So it'll come to me. I'm working on paid family leave. I'm working on lowering the cost of health care, prescription medications. What do we do about Louisiana's coastline?
And I admire you for that because
people are doing that.
As you said, you've not been drawn into the morass of that and been dwelling only on that there is actually a lot of work that's being done for the people of Louisiana, which is why, after all, you're there, right?
Yeah. And so if I can do something to lower the cost of prescription medications as opposed to kind of following what Gerald Nadler is kind of droning on about, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
We take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about prescription medicine prices. I want to talk about family leave. And is there any movement on protecting the coastline of Louisiana? Because, man, I hope people here realize if something isn't done about that, it's not going to be the same state. 8:50 coming back in a flash right now. Time for WWL traffic. 4-9, talking to Dr. Senator Mr. Bill Cassidy. From the great state of Louisiana, senior senator. Senator, I know you want to talk about family leave and prescription drug prices. Somebody's texting me this in twice here, and it appears to be a pharmacist. And it says, I am a local pharmacy owner and want you to ask the senator about PBM abuse and the need to address this huge issue. Do you know what that is?
Totally. In fact, the Fox News station in New Orleans did a nice piece on this about a year and a half ago. The pharmacy benefit managers are middlemen between the pharmaceutical manufacturer, the wholesaler, and the patient. And they're the ones that move things around. But when they move them around, they take a percent of that which is being done. And then when the pharmacist sells you their drug, they pay the pharmacist, but then they can what is called claw back a portion of what the pharmacist receives to put money in their pocket. One example of the abuse, they would make pharmacies sign a contract that if the pharmacist told the patient that it was cheaper to pay cash than the insurance deductible, the pharmacist, if he told the patient, would lose his contract. This was called the gag clause. And I mentioned that to a guy I was having coffee with him out on Metairie Road. He goes, I have a blood thinner. I was going to be charged $190 on my deductible. I said to the pharmacist, what? What if I pay cash? Oh, you pay cash at $70. Wait, I'll save $120 by paying cash, but you can't tell me? So that's a gag clause. I introduced, along with others, a bill to outlaw that. The president signed it into law. So we're trying to address those things that PBMs do, and that's one example.
So how is it going to be enforced to make sure that goes away if it's now a law?
Hey, believe me, the pharmacists, they're the ones that brought the issue to me. It was representative government. They came up, showed me the information, gave me the story, and then gave it to others as well, and we began to push it. It was a fantastic example of how government is supposed to work.
But in terms of
they will let me know if it's happening again.
And it'll start at the top down, because the companies that were doing this know it's illegal and they'll just stop doing it, correct?
Oh, yeah, and it was an incredible PR black eye for them. I mean, that's not the sort of pub they want. They want good publicity, not bad publicity.
Let me talk about family leave.
Yeah. Introduced something yesterday, strong support from the White House. Ivanka Trump, I think, sent out a message that she liked it. Let me tell you what it doesn't do, then I'll tell you what it does do. It does
you got
not
2 minutes left, Senator.
Deficit. Got it. Does not increase the deficit, does not raise taxes, and there are no mandates. What it does do, if someone has a child, she or he can pull down, either parent can pull down $5,000 to help pay for the first year of either the birth or the adoption of a child. And use it however they want, for income replacement if they want to stay home with the child, or to pay for child care if they want to go back to work. And it acknowledges that first year of life is the most expensive year of life, and so we're helping the family get through it, hopefully allowing the mother to continue to work, but maybe for a little bit stay home with her child, breastfeed, bond with the child. Good for the mom, good for the baby.
So you introduced that. Let's, what is it? Schoolhouse of Rock. What happens now after you introduce the bill?
So key is that we got Democrats and Republicans in both the Senate and the House of Representatives supporting, and we have the White House pushing. Now we got to get it through divided government. But the fact that we have all those components makes it more likely. We put it out yet.
Senator, apparently
a couple of think tanks.
Your phone line's breaking up, but we appreciate your time. You got to come on more often because we never have enough time for you. U.S. Senator Bill Cassidy.